What's going on, boys and girls? Well, some of us thought it was coming. A lot of us knew it was coming. And another segment of us hoped it was not coming. But the news came down today that Danny White has removed Kelly Harper as head coach of the women's basketball program at Tennessee. Now, I know this is a football channel for the most part, but you guys should know me by now. I am a all athletes and all athletic programs channel. And the Lady Vols program has given my old ass a lot of enjoyment over the years. Primarily when Pat was here. I can remember, I'm old enough to remember the days back in the beginning when basically Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, Southern Cal, those were the only women's basketball programs that were worth a crap. Then you had UConn that come along that has revolutionized women's basketball with their coach Gino Ari asshole. Virginia was good back in the day when Dawn was there. And now women's basketball is it's competitive across the board. You got South Carolina with Dawn Staley, the head coach there, that's gotten that program to national championship level. I think this is their Final Four in a row. Iowa with the shooting wonder is doing good, Caitlin Clark. You got LSU making their mark. Stanford's always been good. I mean, the women's basketball has, for those of us that somewhat care, it's improved over the years. And a lot of people think that the women's game is more pure than the men's game. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but Kelly Harper was a true VFL. She was probably more passionate than 80% of the people on that campus that go there and have went there. I remember her days playing for Pat. I had a fan crush on her. Kelly Jolly, man. She was hot back. She's still hot. We're close to the same age. I can't tell you exactly how old she is, but we're close to the same age. And I've always liked her aggressiveness on the court, her aggressiveness as a coach, but she just couldn't get over the hump. So close this year to beating South Carolina. In fact, it took a miracle 3-point shot in the SEC tournament for South Carolina to knock Kelly and the Vols out. Otherwise, they would have a blemish on their record this year. So far, no blemish. We'll see how the tournament plays out. Before her, Holly Warick, record-wise, Holly was better. It's arguable that Holly Warick had the program in better shape than Kelly Harper. The stats don't lie. Stats never lie. But, we've had two Pat Summitt proteges try to take over this program and get it back up to where us Tennessee fans expect it should be and think it should be. And so far, that just hasn't happened. Personally, I think we may have to go outside the Tennessee family this time around and get somebody that's not a Tennessee graduate and didn't play for Pat. I know that's sacrilegious to a lot of you, but the game's different now. It's just different. UConn's still kicking ass and still alive and a threat every year. So there's that. But, I don't know enough about the game to suggest who we should go after. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that have an opinion on it. My opinion is what I just said. I think we need to go outside the Vol family. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people out there that are still under the illusion that this basketball program is Pat Summit's, and we're going to get back to the Pat days, which we will, I think, eventually. I'm not sure how quick. The transfer portal, will give us a chance to get there quicker than it would if somebody come in and had to totally rebuild this squad. But we'll see how it goes. Danny White has already said, basically, the way I put it, Danny White said, don't bug me until I hire somebody. That's when you'll hear from me. In his words, he said, you won't hear from me again until I'm ready to announce our replacement. So there you go. I'm still stinging from the loss to Purdue yesterday. I can only imagine how our players feel. We were that close. We just needed one player to step up, and we couldn't get anybody to do it, besides Dalton, of course. We just needed one player to help him out. Still a great season. Still a lot. You hear it every year. Every time a team bows out, oh, they don't have anything to hang their heads about. Yeah, well, that's not going to make them feel any better. And it doesn't make me feel any better either. Is Purdue the better team? I don't necessarily think so, even though they beat us twice this year, by 4 and then by 6. But with Zach Edey, UConn's the only team that's got a chance against these guys. I think NC State will give them a game with their defense and keep it close. DJ Burns, he's got game, so we'll see. Don't even want to watch it right now. I'm glad I get a week to get out of my own feelings about how that game went down yesterday. Will we ever get a Final Four in my lifetime? Doesn't look like it, but we'll see. Hell, next year's team may surprise us all. You just never know. Anyway, happy post-Easter. Hug your mom and daddy. I love you. I mean it. Go Vols. Screw y'alls. Another video will be coming when it comes. Should be coming around the mountain when she comes. And I'll be live right here tomorrow night with Law Tide for Sunday night on Tuesday live.